how to construct an altitude, first we need to remember how to construct a perpendicular segment through a point not on a line. First thing you're going to do is take your compass and you're going to pivot on that point that's not on your line. And you're going to swing an arc that intercepts the line in two places. I'll call this the smile. What you've done is you've constructed a segment that's equidistant to that point that's not on the line. So I'm going to come pivot on one side of the smile, and I'm going to swing an arc above and below. Then I'm going to pivot on the other endpoint of my smile and swing an arc above and below there. When I connect those two, I'll have constructed the perpendicular to the line that goes to the point that's not on the line. Okay, so to construct the altitude of a triangle, we're going to do that same construction. We're going to start by pivoting on our vertex. I'll start on vertex A. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing an arc with my compass, pivoting on A, that intercepts line segment BC. And you may have to extend the sides of your triangle to get an arc that intersects at two places. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot on both sides of those intersections and swing an arc more than halfway toward the other intersection along the smile. Now I'm going to pivot to the other side of my smile, swing an arc above and below. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect from that point of intersection to the vertex A, giving me the altitude, which is the perpendicular segment from the vertex perpendicular to the side opposite. And I'm going to do that construction two more times. I'm going to pivot on C, and I need to swing an arc that intercepts side AB at more than one point. What happens here, that's not going to be good enough, so I'm going to undo that. Take my compass, pivot on C, I'm heading over toward AB, and to get that to intercept at 2 points, what happens is my smile will intercept at one side but not the other. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to extend one of the sides of the triangle, the side AB, so it does intercept with the other side of the smile. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend that side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the perpendicular bisector of that segment. It's made by my orange smile this time. So I'm going to come pivot on one side. I'm going to swing an arc clearly more than halfway. I'm going to swing above and below. Let's see. And then I'm going to come and pivot on the other side of my smile and swing above and below. Okay, I didn't make my arc big enough the first time, so I'm going to have to come back to the other side of my smile. Extend that arc again. Whoops. So I have my other point of intersection. I'm going to clean this up a little bit because I had a couple extra lines in there that I don't need. Okay, now if I connect from my vertex C through those points of intersection, I'll have my altitude perpendicular to the side opposite from C. Okay, now I'm going to select all this so nothing moves. Okay, now what I have to do is make the one more smile. So I need to pivot on B and swing to AC. So I'm going to pivot on B and swing an arc to side AC so it intersects that side 2 times. We'll make it green this time. Okay, and again, side AC wasn't big enough to intersect the other side of that smile. So I'm going to have to extend that side of the triangle also. I'll do that with a dotted line here. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to pivot on the 2 endpoints of this smile, here and here, and bisect that segment. So I'm going to take my compass. I'm going to pivot on one side of my smile. Swing an arc, clearly more than halfway the length of that segment. And my segment disappeared, but we know where that point is because I've marked it. Okay, I'm going to swing that arc clearly more than halfway above and below. Then I'm going to come pivot on the other endpoint. Swing an arc above and below, clearly more than halfway. Okay, now I'm going to connect from B to that point of intersection. So I'm going to connect from B, perpendicular to the third side. What I have is I have a point of concurrency. Let's see which one of my lines disappeared. Okay, so I have my from B out, and I have from C disappeared, so let's redraw that. So from C, okay, there's an intersection there, and then from A, take this segment, and extend it. And you'll see you have a point of concurrency. In this case, it's outside the triangle. That's where the 3 altitudes came together. And that's how you do the construction for your orthocenter.